the one side is the business, like why you need to perpetually be looking to identify talent to grow your business. And then there's the other side, which is, as an individual that wants to be part of something special. Right, you want to be in that, in the cauldron, like part of this great thing that's about to happen, and maybe you're entrepreneurial, but you don't want to go it alone yet, right? You're an intrapreneur. You want to be inside of an organization so that you don't have to do it by yourself, or maybe your strengths aren't yet developed. You're in your 20s or in your 30s. And so those two things, like there is so much opportunity in today's environment if you have the stones, if you want to grow a business, if you want to grow yourself, to take an opportunity to grow, because the world is full of discontent. Like a majority of Americans are unhappy in what they're doing. Like they're actually, I won't go as far as saying miserable, but they pretty much hate their job. They hate their place in life. They're unfulfilled. They're not passionate about the work. Maybe they're not making a difference, or they work for some jerk. Like whatever it is, the threat of discontent is real. Right? The average American changes careers in this country every 4.4 years. That means if you're searching for a career, if you're searching for a person, you're searching for an individual, you're only 4.4 years if you plant a seed today from that person likely considering the opportunity you're presenting. Now, you've got to make your opportunity the one that everyone wants to be part of. We talked about that in the previous episode, about having the right environment, the right culture, the right mentoring, the right career path for people. And really an other-centered workplace. But those things will be the attractor of why talent chooses to come to you, but it doesn't change the fact that you need to relentlessly pursue upgrading your talent. So what's the future state of your business? Are you gonna be, always gonna be $1 million business, or do you have aspirations to be a $5 million, $10 million, $100 million business? Well, the ranks of your employees that you have today versus where you wanna go, they're gonna change. They need to change. And if you're happy with the team that you have in place right now, if you are satisfied with them, not to say they're not great people, but you are never gonna get anywhere than where you are today, right? I mean, growing organizations are healthy organizations. Organizations that want to continue to become something bigger add headcount, they add personnel, they add talent to the equation, and you need to always be pursuing the right people, right? And when do you do it? You do it all the time. Right, we talked about how your employees ultimately will end up bringing people in, but I think that identifying talent where it is really important. And the conversation is, look, I know the timing is everything. Right? I know that now is probably not the time for you to make a career change, but you have all of the skills that can help me achieve this vision that I'm gonna lay out for you. And when the time comes, if you have a threat of discontent, you're unhappy what you're doing, you're unfulfilled, you don't feel like you're getting paid what you're worth, or you feel like the work-life balance isn't right, whatever your secret sauce is with regard to your business, your career opportunity, when you can kind of wrap that around, people are gonna get excited about it. And ultimately, they'll come back for that because you've planted the seed. Somewhere in the next 4.4 years, they will say, you know what? They'll wake up and they'll think, that opportunity is probably exactly what I need to consider. And all you gotta do is plant the seed. You plant the seed and potentially you're gonna be able to sow it, and that person's gonna come in and interview with you, and maybe at that point you decide this is a perfect match. The other side of the equation is when you're a candidate, right? When you wanna go and be part of something and you're trying to get someone's attention. I don't think that there's ever been the type of access to executives that there is today, right? You used to have to, call somebody and get through their receptionist and through their administrative assistant. There was a guard dog and a gatekeeper. Today, because of this, you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, you've got social media, Quora, you've got all of these different formats that you can actually follow, share, direct, message, and if you're not using those to differentiate yourself from the other candidates in the pool, then you're missing a huge opportunity. And it shouldn't be like, hey, I want a job. That's not it. It's, hey, I saw this article about your business, and I saw that you're doing this really innovative, exciting thing. Man, that's something that I've always thought about being part of. In fact, my history is da 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 da, and I would love to talk to you about opportunities if they ever arise, right? And if you can showcase what your skill sets are and make yourself a really a great candidate, they don't give a damn about what college you went to or if you didn't go to college at all. Like if you can bring value to what their mission is and to what their objective is, that's all you need to do. And furthermore, go work for free. Offer to go and work for somebody free of charge. Like, make the investment. There are a lot of people that'll go out here in a traditional pathway, right? They birth, school, work, death. They graduate high school and they get into a college. They invest $250,000 in a degree that nobody cares about the day after they graduate, or the day after you get hired. And they spend 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years of their life getting a master's degree. And in today's environment, those things are less and less important. What's really important is your grit, your tenacity, and your desire. And you can take that same investment and instead go work for somebody for free for a year and show them what you're worth and couch surf and eat cold pizza and find the happy hour in the neighborhood where they serve chicken wings and eat the hell out of the free food and the carrot sticks and sacrifice this much to get your foot in the door. And I'll tell you, like, you'll do more for your career than you would have if you went to college and you got a master's. The opportunity today is like nothing ever in the history of the United States. And I think far too many people fail to realize that how much control they're in. You have all sorts of mediums that you can leverage them.